Hello there, friends. I am here today to make Play-Doh or clay houses with you. So one of our activities for this week is to use some type of dough material in either Play-Doh or clay to see what type of building or house you can make. It could be like the house that you live in, or it could be an animal home. It could be a building that you see in your community, or for a special house in the garden, it could be a fairy house. There's all sorts of different things that you could create. So I have some Play-Doh here at my house. I have some blue Play-Doh and I have some red Play-Doh. So that is what I am going to use. I don't have very many Play-Doh toys here at home. You want to know why? Because they're all at school. But I do have a few things here. I do have a little toy Play-Doh knife that could help me cut the dough. And we usually use rolling pins with our Play-Doh at school. But I don't have any of those at home. But you know what I found I could use? My glue stick. See? I can roll it just like I would my rolling pin. So I'm going to use that if I need to do any rolling. The other thing that I have is some little wooden blocks. And I thought maybe to build my house I'd want to use some wooden blocks. We'll see. So I think I'm going to start with using some of my blue Play-Doh. So I'm going to tear a piece off. I'm going to squish it all together because it's in some other little pieces from the last time it was used. And I think I'm going to do roll the dough, right? Is that how we do it, friends? Roll the dough. Oh, I see it. It's flattening out a bit. You see that? It's becoming a little round. Do you think the bottom of my house should be round? Do you hear that sound? My placemat is actually aluminum foil, just so that I don't get any dough or art projects on the glass top of my table, but it makes funny sounds sometimes when I use it. Here we go. There. I actually think that will make a perfect base for my home. And I think I do want to use some of these. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to press a block in here. Maybe I'm going to turn it a little bit. And press one in here. Look, that could be the door to my house right there. And put some like this. And some like this. So how many did I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I used 6. Then I think I'm going to take some red Play-Doh. Break off a big piece. Squish, 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 right? Some Play-Doh is very, very soft, and some Play-Doh is a little harder to use. Sometimes you have to squish it and roll it a little bit more. And we're going to do roll the dough. And sometimes when you have a silly placemat, it makes it just a little bit trickier. And we're going to roll it out. I'm going to turn it. Do some more rolling. Pick it up and turn it and do a little bit more rolling. And then I'm going to use my hands because sometimes, even with using your rolling pin, you still need to stretch it out just a little bit more. So sometimes we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze with our fingers. You know what I think I'd like to do? I think I'd like to make a little dome roof here. So I'm going to, I should use my Play-Doh knife. I'm going to cut a little line in the side here. So then I can wrap it around a little bit to make a big cone. But I think before I put that on, I want the piece to go across the top of my blocks here, which are like the walls for my house. So I'm going to take some more blue Play-Doh. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then I'm going to flatten it out with my hand, right? We used to do a lot of this in school together. We'd roll our dough and we'd squeeze our dough, and we could make all sorts of different things with it. Roll it out. There. I think that can go right on the top there. You see that, friends? And then I made, I think I want to make it even more of a dome. going to squeeze it all together. See how I'm doing that here, friends? And what do you think? There's a little roof for my home. You know what I think I'd like to do? I'd like to make a front walkway. So I'm going to take a little more glue. I'm going to squeeze it. And I'm going to roll it. I think I'm going to use my Play-Doh knife and I'm going to cut a little rectangle. So I'll take that little piece off. I'll take that little piece off. There we go. Oh, it's sticking to my placemat. Here, I'll put it right on the front of the house here. And maybe I'll use 2 more of my little wooden blocks to line the walkway. So I make a path right to my home. See that, friends? There's my building with Play-Doh. I'd love to see whatever it is that you decide to make with your dough at home. All right, friends, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.